Hello everybody and welcome to another update, final one. I don't know when the next video will come out, but I've just made 3 in a row. Today we're looking at the Camponotus singularis, or one of them. Because although one of my colonies is living in this all Wakooshi set right here, and this is the one from Ants HQ, another one is also living in the massive ecosystem right here. I've just added some fish in here, by the way, well, some more fish, and you can actually see a worker all the way up there exploring. I didn't know how big they were until I pulled them out of the old ecosystem. And in the new ecosystems, they've been moved to this island. And I've loved to just put these fish in today. Still working my magic with getting the water up and running around. We have a lot of, well, I have a pump over here now firing out. So there's plenty of water moving around with the waterfall up here with plants on the canopy. And yeah, that's not what we're talking about today. I just want to kind of show my ants. But the colony in here is the Camponotus singularis, and here are doing great. They had 5 majors when I ducked them out in the old setup, and all 5 moved in. You can still see the one moving around up here. And this is of course the colony I got from the ant merchant. So be sure to check out them out if you haven't already. But although that ecosystem over there is beautiful, that's not what we are focusing on today, because we're focusing on the artificial set right here. And I'm gonna be honest, I got this as a surprise colony from Ants HQ, and well, I already had one over there, so I was like, all right, I'll keep them and see what happens. And to my surprise, whoa, they have been doing great. They are a beautiful species, and they are doing great. As I talked about in yesterday's video, it's very easy to put too much water in these Wakooshi's products here, because they hold humidity so well. And this one is slightly on the too wet side, I'd say. But we can see we do have a major right here, which we got with the colony, and we have the massive queen right here. But what I'm super surprised about is just the amount of brood they are constantly firing through. I mean, just here alone, you can see a few cocoons, a few big larvae, a lot of tiny larvae right down there. I mean, look at all of these tiny larvae. There's plenty of tiny larvae. And over here, bigger larvae as well. And there's something about them. They're not an interesting species, or at least not at this size. But yet, every Sunday when I'm doing my stream, I find myself recording them because I find them looking insanely beautiful. Like if I just put them over here, quite hardy ants, as you can see, don't react too much to vibration. But look at this. I mean, honestly, I can't ask for a much prettier ant species than this. Just look at the amount of brood they have right here. This is absolutely beautiful piles. With newly hatched workers. I love that the newly hatched workers are black as well, but they just have a brown head. So that's a newly hatched worker. Normally they would be all see-through. What is that? A roach head that's hiding in there? Yeah, it is. I was like, what is in there? But that's just a roach head that's been taken from the last feeding session. Generally, even though they have this size, people say they're nocturnal, so you don't see them much active at day. I can definitely confirm, because for the first time, I've had this colony for quite a long time, but for the first time, I actually saw a worker out in the feeding outworld when I fed them this weekend. Because normally, I never see them. I see them, well, I don't see them do anything, but clearly they're growing. So, I mean, looking at the colony that's over there, they are quite active once they grow to the bigger size. But at this stage, these are still too young. But I don't know, there's just something about looking at them. They're a huge species, and to be honest, these are quite easy to keep for my sake. I've not done anything special, and they're just growing quite nicely. I don't know if it's the nest right here. I had them in a tubs and tubes setup, the colony I got from the ant merchant, and I wouldn't say they struggled more, but they seem to be doing a lot better in this one. So if you are planning on keeping Camponotus singularis, I would definitely recommend to go with something like the single chamber Wakooshi gypsum nest. This is the small single chamber gypsum with a small outworld, and I mean, I just love that you can handle it so easy, and they are just doing great. I mean, you can't say anything negative about this. This just looks fantastic. And yeah, not too much to say about them. I record them for my proper main channel video, but I don't know what to say about them because they're not interesting, but they're just lovely looking ants. Looking at the colony over in the ecosystem, we still have a worker on the loose going around checking out everything. And I mean, generally, compared to how large this colony is, they have about 100 to maybe 200 workers. I was quite surprised when I actually dug them out. When I'm just sitting here and looking, they generally have 1 or 2 workers out. I don't know, I guess it's hopefully a little bit more at night. But generally, I mean, compared to, they're beautiful ant species, but I wouldn't put them in a dirt setup. I mean, if you've seen the Antandco videos, you'll know how many workers are out at Rich's colony, the colony from Antics, from Rich. But that colony must have thousands of workers, and yet I don't think I actually saw any majors over there, and majors are just so cool. I mean, while we're doing a little bit of an update, this ecosystem is running. I actually thought that the Camponotus singularis, no, nigoparensis, was dead, but they're not dead. They have survived living in the background of something when it was empty, and now it's built again. They're still alive because there's just too many for them to not be alive. But yeah, the second group of fish have come in, and these are the secondary testers. The water is slowly but surely getting better and better and better, and I'm looking forward to getting even more fish inside. I'm looking forward to 2 or 3 more species. There's 3 crabs in here now. There are 2 species of shrimps. There are some I don't know, the things that go around sucky the glass and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm sitting here watching this so much nowadays, and it's developing very nicely. Somehow that plant up there have seemed to survive the long journey, even though there's a second one over there as well. But with that being said, don't forget to check out the ant merchant who gave the colony I have one there. There'll be a link down below to the Instagram page. Don't forget to check out Ants HQ, who sent over this lovely colony, and don't forget to check out Wakooshi, and there'll be a discount code for the 2 stores I have a discount code for down in the description. You'll have to go down and check who it is. And with that all being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know when the next video will come out, but now I've just made 3 in a row, so I hope you've enjoyed a little killing spree. With that being said, I'll catch you all in another video. Bye!